Hello, rising sophomores of Gear Up. My name is Brianna Dominic, and I'm here with Epiphany Blue to give you some 5 tips on branding yourselves. I'm also going to be giving some of my personal experiences as well within these 5 tips. So let's go to tip 1. So tip 1 is personal branding versus your professional branding. I feel like this is one of your first ones that you have to understand, knowing the difference between the two. So when it goes to personal branding, your personal brand is how you want to promote yourself. Think about your unique combination of skills, your experiences, and your personality. It reflects your conduct. So think about your behavior, your spoken word and unspoken words, and also your attitudes. You want to make sure that you're bringing yourself and be yourself at all times. Now, when it comes to your professional branding, you want to understand how you can align to whether company or club that you may be joining in your professional setting. Is your experience transferable? Are you able to bring your skills, and how are they unique, right? So why are you so unique, and what are you going to be offering to this company, club, or whatever professional setting that you are going to be in? So understanding those two are key. Tip 2 is your vision and mission, right? So whenever you go to a company's website page or look at any company's page, they have a mission statement. That mission statement is the purpose of the organization. Why are they doing what they're doing? Now, when it comes to their vision, it's their goals and aspirations that they're getting to, right? So think of that vision as the goals and steps that you want to take to get to the mission statement. And think about that for yourself. How do you want to brand and promote yourself within your vision and mission? Step 3 is your first impressions. Now, this one, I don't want you to think too crazy about. I want you to come as yourself as all times, because you could get a little nerve-wracking trying to be your best self, right? But observations are being made. You are making those observations, and those others are making those observations. Allow growth to happen. So your first impression might not be how you may have wanted it to be, but you showing up constantly in those different spaces is going to allow you to show the growth that you are going to bring forth. Use positive body language and do your research. Come prepared so that you're not scrambling all over the place. But again, growth is always the bigger picture. Tip 4, close friends versus your professional associates. So just like how I went into your personal branding and your professional branding, let's think the same within our close friends and our professional associates. Let's get into our close friends, right? So think of your close friends now, or even ask some of those close friends that you have and ask them what they first thought of you when they first met, right? Think of those words, those keywords that they're using, and reflect if that's how you want to be seen. Alter however that you want to alter, but think about those and reflect on it. For your close friends, you want to think about, can you grow around those close friends? Have you seen growth within yourself around those close friends? Have you also seen growth with those close friends around you? These are some thoughts to think about within your circle as well. And always know supporting is a two-way street. So you never want it to be a one-sided street with your close friends. Now we're going to talk about professional associates. So think about your classrooms that you're in, the clubs that you may join or thinking about joining, just your school in general. Think about how you show up or how you want to be seen within these professional settings. Make sure that you are showing up. And again, there's a fine line between that professional and personal, right? So you want to make sure that you find that fine line to where you're showing up in a different self, but again, not staring too far from your personal. Now for the last tip, is my favorite, is code switching. Does anybody know what code switching may be? Think about it really quick because it's a really cool one. Code switching is understanding your audience, understanding how to come forth in a group, and showing really the culture within any group that you're in, whether it is professional or personal. Being aware of someone's culture is very important. It's also a way to gain retention to the following that you may have after your brand, right? Whether that's personal or your business. or professional, I should say. Adapting is key in making sure that you're always on your toes and understand how to pivot whenever needed to. Now that close out my time for branding yourself, I'm going to get a little into understanding how to continue to promote yourself in these spaces. But these were my 5 tips, and I hope these tips help you a little bit, and I hope that later on I could show you a little bit more on how to continue to brand yourself.